from them. So then we look at Northeast as not just the Northeast as a region, but it stands for, I think, empower, act, strengthen, and transform. And that is why there's so much of attention given to the Northeast. As Ashtalakshmi, I think there's a lot of importance. 91 projects worth 1,239 crores have been completed, and 35 projects worth over 1,000 crores are ongoing just in Meghalaya. This is under the Northeast Special Infrastructure Development Scheme, which is since 2017-18 launched. PM Divine, which is a 100% centrally funded scheme announced in the Union Budget of 22-23. I still remember the day when we announced it. There was such a euphoria that lots of attention is going for the Northeast, and rightly so. 3 projects worth 496 crores are ongoing in Meghalaya on the PM Divine. Of course, there are Uttar Purva Transformation Industrialization Scheme, which is also announced by the 2024 budget. So there is just a lot of things which is being undertaken everywhere in the Northeast, not just in Meghalaya. I'm happy to be here. Particular data which I'd like to mention is 540 kilometers of national highway have been constructed since 2014 in Meghalaya. Optical fiber cable coverage in Meghalaya has increased 5-fold since 2014. So if I have to read out the data on those particular smaller businesses and households, I would seek your indulgence if I can just list out for Meghalaya what has been extended through Jan Dhan Yojana. 8.64 lakh bank accounts have been opened in Meghalaya. Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, 5.5 lakh have enrolled for life insurance cover, and that is the subsidized life insurance cover given by the PM Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. PM Suraksha Bima Yojana covers nearly 1 lakh who have got accident insurance cover. PM Awas Yojana has provided 1.5 lakh houses for those who so require. Jal Jeevan Mission, which takes Ghar Ghar Pani, Nal Se Jal, 5.3 lakh households which are in the rural areas have been provided tap water connections, and rural tap water coverage has increased to 82.85% as of July 2025. Just only 4,550 rural houses had tap water connections in 2019. Swachh Bharat Mission, which is for rural areas, gave 3 lakh plus people rural household which received toilets built for them. PM Ujjwala Yojana, where subsidized cooking gas reaches homes, 3 lakh or over 3 lakh households have been provided LPG connections. Jan Aushadhi Kendras, which give affordable medicines. There are data about each one of the medical or the medicine which is sold out of Jan Aushadhi Kendras, where people getting medicines for life for chronic illnesses used to spend somewhere like 2,000 rupees per month. I'm taking just a random example. 2,000 rupees per month are now spending only 600 rupees a month. That is the proportion of decrease because of the generic medicines which are available in these Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Ayushman Bharat has given medical coverage for more than 20 lakh citizens in Meghalaya. Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, which gives free rice for the poor, has supported more than 21 lakh beneficiaries. PM Kisan supports 1.8 lakh farmers in Meghalaya. So I wouldn't go further to speak about roads, bridges, and others. The total, I think, on the SAS, which is used for building capital assets, which is a 50-year interest-free loan, the total which has been given to Meghalaya since 2021 till today is 5,400 crores. I would think for Meghalaya, there's more to do, but I'm happy that is the amount which the government of Meghalaya has used effectively for building capital assets, which I gave you a list of it. There is, of course, a lot more to be shared, but I like to share something which the Chief Secretary here mentioned to you, which I had mentioned earlier in the meeting which I attended, which is something which we have learned a lot from the Northeast. The Northeast has given us, in its own wisdom, a lot which is important for us to follow. Let me just get that page. I had some difficulty in pronouncing it, but I will still try. Thank you. These are some core values which I have taken or I have imbibed, which are essentially, if I'm right, Khasi. So, Khasi, Jaintia, and Garo. Khasi people, in their local wisdom, have given something which is absolutely essential for today's development, particularly when globally we are talking about sustainable development. In the G20 we spoke about one earth, one family. We also speak about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Entire world is one family. We also say sustainable growth and climate action. Unless these values, which Khasi people have given us, are imbibed in every one of our policy making, so that we respect people, we respect communities, we respect the environment, we leave the environment as pristine as we inherited for the future generation, and above all, be ethically conscious and remain to showcase our integrity, both of purpose and of values that we do. So I was very hesitant, but I wanted to say that this is a message which I imbibed from the Khasi people. Pardon me for my pronunciation, but I'd like to take this opportunity when the entire cabinet of Meghalaya is here, people of Meghalaya are before me. I'm taking a risk in my pronunciation, but I utterly value these 5 great principles. They are very consistent with what India and globally all of us are doing. Ka tip brew tip blind. I don't know if it's making sense. Ka tip brew tip blind. If you want to know God, know man first. Meaning, to know man is to know God. So if you really are keen to live your life with the blessing of God, live with knowing man. So I salute Khasi people for this one brilliant guiding wisdom that we've heard. The second, Ka Kamai Yaka Hok. I hope you're not laughing at my pronunciation. But Ka Kamai Yaka Hok is very important to me. You earn righteousness, meaning doing business with integrity actually resonates with the core of responsible, sustainable business practices. So we are trying to build businesses, we want FPOs, we want to sell our pineapples, and we want to reach the world with all the great artisanry that we've got here. But we also have to earn righteousness for all this to succeed. And that has to get infused in the policy making that we do. So that is something, again, I bow to the Khasi language for having given that virtuous line. The third, Katip Kurtip Ka. I hope I'm all right. Respect for kinship and community. So unless the essence of what all of us are doing is reflective of the respect that we have for our relatives, for our people, for our community, from where we grew, from where we learnt our values and virtues, what use is it if I succeed? So, Kartip Kurtip Ka. We have to respect kinship and community. And again, thanks for the wisdom of the Khasi people for having come up with these golden words. The next, Ka Banang Banang Ka Imlan. I'm okay? Ka Balang Ka Imlan. Meaning what you do should be for the common good. You cannot be so righteous, or you cannot be so clever, or you cannot be so successful that you succeed, but you succeed at the cost of somebody else. You succeed, but your community gets nothing of it. You succeed, but it's not for the common good, it's purely for your selfish good. No, Khasi people have in their wisdom said, do what is for the common good. Of course you do for your good as well. But do for common good is a foundational principle, which is what is today's sustainability, shared prosperity. You get all this from the Western world today. They tell you that every policy, unless it is going to be for the common good, we shall not fund from the World Bank, we shall not fund from so and so and so on. In very many different ways they say. But isn't that the wisdom of the Khasi people? Is it something new for us? Didn't we know about it? But when it is being reminded, we have to doubly remind ourselves that that's all right. We respect that. But our people have said it here in the Khasi land. Our people, our headmen have told this to every villager. Our people have said this among one another. Our youth may be in a hunger to move forward so that they can achieve their goals. But the wisdom of our people cannot be forgotten. We have to remind ourselves that wisdom of Khasi language. And the final point is May Ramu. May Ramu? May Ramu. Ramu. And there's something else, one more bit. Ki Rinkau Ki Basa. Reverence for nature. Absolutely important in this day and age when we are talking about climate action. There's no point if we forget to respect nature. That's what has given us the blue sky, the green, valleys, the mountains with the wonderful trees, the wonderful freshwater streams, the lakes, the beauty of Meghalaya, the clouds. You're passing through clouds every day. What fortunate people to live in Meghalaya. Breathing fresh air, drinking water which quenches the thirst. I cannot but every time I drink water in Meghalaya say this. Water quenches thirst in Meghalaya. There are places where I drink water, it fills my belly, but no, thirst is still there in my tongue. Beautiful state, beautiful people, wonderful blessing of the nature, and that's why you have said in your language, respect nature. Mai Ramu Ki Rinkau Ki Basa. Wonderful message. I'm sharing your message to you. Pardon me if it is some kind of a transgression, but this is what I think I would take away home, because these are messages which are very relevant for today's governance, and the ancient wisdom of the people of this land is relevant even today for all of us. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.